Hello, YouTube. It's Chelsea the Destroyer, and we are going to watch a new death battle, Hulk versus Godzilla. So grab your snackies, grab your bevies. Let me know what you eat and drink down below. Let's get to watching.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the King of the Monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Patron, thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate you. Hulk is the personification of the enemy which lurks under the surface of us all. We have to control that enemy within ourselves, or we can't control the conduct of the world.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon.
A mean green smashing machine, the angry son.
Yeah, the Gamma Bomb. That's what that is. And nothing else.
Of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist.
Cheer 100, that's a penis. Meme.
Thanks for the 100 bits. That was the joke, yes.
Of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And became the Incredible Hulk. A pissed-off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fix-It,
I did not know that, actually.
the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
I mean, like, ew, ew. Ah, I hate that one. I mean, I guess I kind of knew, like, oh, there's like Red Hulk. I didn't know. I don't read comics.
Devil Hulk is a violent, overprotective personality that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the
All right. Red Hulk isn't Hulk. Okay. I thought there were different color ones. I don't know. I don't read comics. I also didn't watch the newest Captain America, so I don't know, Zan. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, alters: Devil, Fractured Sun, Green Scar, Guilt, Joe Fix-It, Professor Savage, World Breaker. Abnormal alters: Dot Green, Claw, Maestro, Mindless Hulk, Null, Titan, Uber Hulk. Sorry, I can read. Former ruler of Sakaar. Likes puppies?
big guy is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's relationship with the Hulk is complicated.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally, they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back? If he isn't trying to restrain the Hulk.
Does anyone else feel like they made Professor Hulk in the MCU just because they didn't want to have to do Hulk anymore? Like, oh, look, they reached an agreement and they fused, and now they're one entity, and he has no more problems, and he doesn't want to fight anymore. Sus. Anyway, powers: gamma radiation, manipulation, extrasensory perception, immortality via resurrection, radiation absorption, rapid regeneration, reactive adaptation, super genius intelligence, super speed, and super strength.
what do you get?
The Green Scar.
The World Breaker!
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock.
She-Hulk tried to lessen the load for him, but she could barely lift the amount of weight. Hulk let her try.
Up from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound.
Nobody tell Marvel's She-Hulk about that. Like the thing, the television show. No one say that to her.
And shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation
Wait,
of the
there's a
point.
hold on.
While sparring with Red She-Hulk,
There's a Red She-Hulk too? Why is there red version? Okay, it's fine.
two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it by himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from
Sorry. Battled on par with Odin Force, Thor broke first firmament chains and a pactum. I don't know. Escaped a dimension of infinite density, lifted 150 billion tons of rock, overpowered the one below all, shook all dimensions tied to the crossroads, defeated Abomination, Gladiator, Hercules, Juggernaut, Sentry, Thing, and the Avengers.
Gamma, he could utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating fatal wounds. Even getting ripped apart by Wolverine barely slows him down.
And the angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weird.
I think I know why I don't age anymore. My anger and spite literally sustains me. It's not just the salt.
Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and read people's minds? Oh,
what?
Also, he can see ghosts and give them a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through the boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
While Gwen orchestrated the situation, Gwenpool Strikes Back, Hulk's power had not been altered in any way, nor was this artistic stylation. Hulk explicitly broke into gutter space 3 times on his own. No other character in the story did so other than Gwen herself.
What, like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's
Seems to have the ability to sense extra-dimensional viewers observing her, a power perhaps related to her cousin's ability to see astral forms. Jen tends to downplay this last trait, as speaking to an unseen audience tends to unsettle those around her.
all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that can manifest as either a wave, a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius with 7 PhDs. According to Norman Osborn, he's the 4th smartest person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his gamma bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. Hey, can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications, Banner developed the gamma bomb on his own, keeping its design secret. In the process, he tapped into an unknown form of gamma energy that breaks down reality and mutates it beyond actuality.
Oh,
On that
that was
fateful
creepy.
day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said
The spooky door. Or is it the scary door? The scary door. Sorry. Okay.
Actuality. On that fateful day, he opened the Green Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized.
That is bonkers, actually. What? Like, that is what? That is bonkers. I hate what I'm looking at. What? He goes to like the lowest ring of hell. He goes under hell. Which, I mean, what is that? Is that what we think of hell as opposed to like Hella's land? Like, what do you... Listen, this is too much for me. This is a lot. Comics are a lot, man. Okay. Okay. So he goes to okay.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there.
What do I see? You are my child. Whatever the hell that is.
Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that. It doesn't matter if he's been atomized, sliced up into jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door...
Gamma mutates... What? Who are aware of the green door regenerate faster than those who aren't. Power Man once used a green door to return from being atomically shattered into nothing. So, like... First of all, gamma radiation exists. I'm confused. Like, hey, we've decided it comes from hell's basement. Like, okay, I guess.
He's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this anomaly from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So, what is the Hulk? An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk is Hulk, and Hulk's the strongest one there is.
Godzilla is the son of the atomic bomb. He is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul. He is the sacred beast of the apocalypse. What he is the plot of the Godzilla movie. That's what he is. He's the plot.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their feet, something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan.
Mood.
And for one hell of a crash out.
Japan was still recovering from the war, so seeing this mutilated radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes. It's the most epic roar ever.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around, not including Manila, the Scrappy-Doo of kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy-Doo.
Despite the variety, Godzilla
That's unfortunate. Okay. Godzilla. King of Monsters. Burning Critical Mass. Evolved. Nightmare option. Rage. Shin Forms. Super. Ultima. Ultimate Mode. Santa Claus. No, really. President of the USA and Looney Tunes. Okay.
is somewhat consistent, so we'll examine his entire history, focusing on the larger releases. In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan radioactive monster.
Standing 165 feet tall, at minimum, Koji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be gnats. And the bombs did so much more than just pump up his size. He's got atomic breath!
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive heat. With an estimated range of 1,100 miles, it can exceed 500,000 degrees Celsius, almost 90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
But depending on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power,
Special beam cannon go!
and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech, piloted by Hatsune Miku?
Uh-huh. There's also a number of
I'm just thinking about the Godzilla and like Fortnite and the Miku Miku beam thing. I don't know if y'all saw that meme. Where like there'd be someone as Miku and she would do the Miku Miku beam like emote, and there would be a Godzilla and he would like fire his like attack toward the direction she pointed. Like that's pretty funny. Okay. Powers, atomic breath, variants are laser eyes, molecular beam, spiral heat ray, tail beam, vapor breath, adapted evolution, amphibious nature, energy absorption and conversion, kind of flight, magnetism, nuclear pulse, phased array radar, rapid regeneration, and reality and causality manipulation.
exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his tail.
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire ray.
Cheer 100 Miku Miku. You can call her Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your Wi-Fi.
Chelzor, Chelzor, Chelzor the Destroyer. Booba Chippy, long as you have snackies. Thank you for the bits.
He's from his eyes. Pew, pew.
Effectively a living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a
Jesus.
natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000 years, could make a barrier only penetrable by kaiju that can bypass physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair of Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
You know, it's kind of hard to emphasize just how impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah? Why don't you find a better spokesperson for Dr. Pepper? Fine, let's talk about when his presence boiled
The Arctic ice is melting, some natural phenomenon never were experienced by mankind, or alternatively,
the entire Arctic Ocean, or how he picked up and threw Biolante, which weighed 200,000 tons, or when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath at Space Godzilla so hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you?
Specifically, Godzilla defeated the god demon guarding the gate out of hell. To do so, the hell bats that devoured Godzilla's flesh became his new flesh, implying Godzilla's regeneration assimilated them.
God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such awesome might, he's battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light
Godzilla has fought Space Godzilla multiple times, who flew from a black hole to Earth in a short span of
years
time.
away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and liquefy molecules. The ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental, Serizawa took the secrets of its design to his early grave.
He got lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head.
He's the plot. The plot.
Explode him
Northern Wolf, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate ya.
from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and powered up a few times. So much so, he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
Even the Oxygen Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned another Godzilla, and he rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too deeply into the unknown. But also, Japan's in Godzilla's perceived territory. To him, a stomping through Osaka is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though.
Feats. Annihilated Earth with Space Godzilla. Consistently matches Gigan's speed. Destroys universes via singular points. Survived multiple black holes. Tanked a planet-busting meteor in Final Wars after defeating every kaiju on Earth. Defeated Destroyer. Ain't do nothing, man. Gigan, God Demon, Ghidorah. Oh my god. King Ghidorah, Kong, Mechagodzilla, and Space Godzilla.
He can be super protective, defending other monsters, his own kid, and sometimes even people. I'd say there's two types of Godzillas: the monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to understand that, we should first answer a question. How does Godzilla walk?
On two legs, Wiz, obviously.
But according to Square Cube law, those legs should be crushed under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot
What is that thing?
exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension enters our reality in the form of archetype, a transtemporal conceptual particle.
It's that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist. This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the wide grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through
don't
Tokyo
like that thing.
started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity.
Multiple Godzilla timelines are referenced in the credits of each episode of Singular Point, implying a connection. The anime also references a 1954 Godzilla attack like in the original film. Okay.
A challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of
Then how about you mind your own damn business? You're not in my dimension. Why are you trying to fuck up my dimension? Why don't you fuck up your own dimension? Mind your business. Stay home.
entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes. We get why that happened, but to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a really long way from Big Lizard Smash Building, huh?
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe.
The singularity cannot be destroyed. It is the nature of space-time, so to speak, that it cannot be destroyed from within space-time. It is like a character in a movie trying to break the screen. The singularity is just a hole given from outside the screen. The characters from the film don't have a hand to plug the hole. Okay.
As an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the
The individual's teeth penetrate it, but it ignores this fact, and it did not even turn its body around. It simply ignored the fact and nullified reality. I do not like this font. It is very hard to read.
entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and
I don't like the way this one looks. I don't like it.
effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to bring about a catastrophe that would end the universe in like a week's time. So, a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
So we have two basically immortal creatures fighting one another. How the fuck?
Look at the skulls, gaze into their eyes. Now you are completely hypnotized. You've fallen
hypnotized
into
yet?
the evil trap. I order you right now, go to deathbattle.gg.
Wiz, it didn't work. They're still here.
What? No, Boomstick, this is terrible. How can I get them to go to the Death Battle website?
Just tell them about all the cool death battle
Maybe do this at the end of the video and not like right before the thing.
stuff they'll find, like a bunch of exclusive merch, every episode ever, even ones not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
All right, you heard him. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do the poll. I paused a little early, my bad. Okay, so. Oh, y'all are having issues with polls? Sorry. I think, personally, I don't know. I kind of think Godzilla wins for the simple fact that Godzilla is generally the plot of most Godzilla movies. He's not really a character. The character is usually whatever human is given like the highlight. I feel, this is my interpretation of the ones that I have seen, that Godzilla is actually like a plot device, as opposed to a main character. So I think Godzilla's gonna win. Chat thinks Hulk is gonna win. Godzilla's greatest weakness has always been science. That is true. You are right. So I could very much be wrong.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
These red beds.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
find very interesting, by the way, is how different the art styles and the animation styles and stuff like that for all of their death battle things are. I find that very unique. Oh my god.
All right, Hulk.
I did not like that. Did not like that.
Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Welp. Oh! Oh, right, he can absorb radiation. Dang it. Alright, so.
Strong ice can the world! Take out!
Oh, God. I feel like this one's a bit, it feels gorier than the other ones I've seen. I could be wrong, but it feels like it is. They both absorb radiation? Cool. Alright.
Stupid lizard.
Well, down. And then the door.
I think I understand.
I got teefies on the outside.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
How does it work?
Well, smash. A million, trillion to one and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster. 2 + 2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. A million.
Buddy, I feel like you're just saying stuff. Like, I don't...
A trillion. I just need one. You did it, big guy. We did it.
That's fair. I didn't take Bruce Banner into consideration.
Okay, run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events. Tag
Some Godzillas have defeated characters like Thor and Superman in comics, but these scenarios involve all comic gags or Elseworld variants with unique circumstances and less power than their mainline counterparts.
Beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being.
In the Singular Point novel, Pelops suggested Ultima can lose by connecting it to an episode where it is defeated, essentially manipulating meta-narrative. This is one of the multiple proposed methods. Physical combat combined with the orthogonal diagonalizer is determined to be the most effective option.
Being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with
I mean, I'm going to be honest. There's a situation where they're both basically immortal, can both do very similar feats, similar, not exactly, and like have reality warping shit, can't really die, and can absorb radiation and expel radiation. I feel like, in all honesty, this would maybe be a tie, but like, I don't know. They're going to explain it, so.
Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their healing factors, both could technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar, so both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain of the one above all.
Since
the fucking writers.
The one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place,
Hulk broke a pactum, an unbreakable contract of reality set by the eldest child of the mother of horrors, an entity beyond existence and older than the one above all. Considering the difference in scale of their cosmologies, this outclasses even the most charitable interpretations of the entity in Singular Point.
Could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with, and Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point, but that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past, is an expert on particles from a greater dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that...
Finding the code for the thingy is defined as an NP complete problem, a real-world classification of difficulty. Banner's intellect is comparable to 6,160 Reed Richards, who solved P-space complete problems mid-combat and even higher difficulty tier. Dang, all right.
It breaks space-time, like the Diagonalizer, who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the Dimension Calculator. Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's
Godzilla briefly mutated from gamma radiation in an Elseworld comic. It's possible this mutated Godzilla could appear in the Below Place, but it would be out of the entity's reach and no longer usable. Hulk could also absorb the gamma energy out of Godzilla.
catastrophe destroyed the universe, the Door could deposit Banner in a different universe, and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the ultimate weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
The winner's not even Hulk, it's specifically Bruce Banner.
Next time on Death Battle.
All right. Close the Soul and Ruby. Okay.
Subscribe and join as a member to see
Oh, I'm so sorry. Maka versus
more
Ruby.
Death Battle. Thanks.
Sure.